And so here we are, as we are, turning towards a period of practice. And during this time, we're cultivating this practice of deep listening. Not just with the ears, but a full body listening. Sensing and feeling our experience as it unfolds moment to moment. Letting our attention rest with what feels most important in each moment of our practice. And we might begin by making a subtle shift from sensing outward into our environment and turning our attention to sensing inward, to our internal landscape. And it might be supportive to first notice our environment around us. Does it feel familiar? Sensing the walls around you, the ceiling, the floor, any sounds that are here, smells. Sensing where the room around you ends and the body begins, locating the body in time and space. Sensing and feeling the surface that the body is supported by. The gentle pressure that you feel where the body and the surface connect. And in this practice of deep listening, meeting ourselves exactly where we are. There's nothing to fix, nothing to change. Just noticing, what does it feel like to be right here, right now? There's no need to relax or be calm. All of you is welcome here, noticing what arises. It's not often possible to be completely comfortable. But when we start to turn attention towards the body, we may notice a subtle adjustment that we might make that would make it a little more comfortable, maybe 10%. So taking a moment to see, is there a way that you might adjust the body? Maybe a way you might be warmer or cooler. Something else you can do to offer a little more support to the body in this moment. Knowing that you're welcome to make any adjustments throughout the practice that support you in the way that you need. Making this subtle shift now from sensing around you to sensing the body itself. Noticing how the body's feeling. Is it restless or calm? Warm or cool? Does it feel dense and heavy or light and spacious? You might notice opposites arising in different parts of the body. Nothing to change. Just this curiosity. What sensations are unfolding in this moment? We might take a moment to get curious about why we're practicing. What was it that led us to practice? maybe something that your body or your heart or your mind is longing for. Maybe there's a deeper heartfelt longing that surfaces. What is it that's most important in life? And rather than thinking about what's most important, sensing and feeling, being called towards what you love, called towards what feels important. So what does it feel like to be drawn towards what you love? Sensation in the body pulling you towards what's important in your life. Nothing to do, it takes care of itself. And in our practice, it might be supportive to take a moment to feel an inner resource of well-being. For most of us, it might be supportive to think of a time or a place or a person that offers us a sense of safety and ease and security in the body. Noticing what this ease feels like, where and how you feel this sense of well-being. For some of us, it might be an imagined place that offers this sense of safety, well-being. And for some of us, this moment might be a time to begin to cultivate a sense of ease and well-being, a sense of feeling it's okay right now, right here. Just this. This sense of well-being, this inner resource, always here and available to rest back into. And maybe you rest here. Maybe you're exhausted. And so the practice today might be resting and nourishing this inner resource of well-being, feeling and sensing ease and safety in the body. Or perhaps there's a curiosity about what else is here now. Continuing to let attention go to wherever it feels most important. Whether you're following along with where I invite you, or whether you follow to where your attention takes you. Whenever you arrive, sensing and feeling what's there. So perhaps we invite attention to begin to shift into the physical body itself. Not trying to change anything, just this curiosity. What sensations are arising in the body? And you may notice emotions and thoughts, images, memories, all co-arising. They're welcome to be here. Maybe they drift into the background while the felt sense of the body drifts into the foreground, coming into sharper focus. And so noticing the shape of the body with all of its curves and folds and lines. Feeling the outer boundary of the body, feeling the edges of the skin. Sensing and feeling, where does the body end and the air around it begin? You might sense the mass of the body, feeling how much space do you take up in the room. Maybe you sense the weight of the body, the weight of the bones and the muscles, all the fluids in the body, heavy and sinking into the earth below. You might notice if you're feeling comfort or discomfort, the quality of the sensations that are arising. Some might feel prickly, some might feel smooth, flowing, spacious, dense, heavy. Sensations arising, unfolding, and then dissolving, soon to be replaced with another sensation. Noticing which sensations are calling more loudly than others, where you feel them in the body. Not changing anything, just this curiosity, what sensations are asking for your attention. When you arrive, doing nothing more than resting with this sensation. And sometimes it can be helpful to invite attention to feel other parts of the body that don't call as loudly. So perhaps you invite attention down into the toes, sensing and feeling the toes and the soles of the feet, the ankles. And while you might think of the feet and images of the feet might come in, allowing space to feel this region of the body, the raw data emerging from the space below the ankles, sensing and feeling the feet from the inside out. Remembering that numbness and dullness are also sensations. Whatever's unfolding is absolutely fine. There's no way you should be right now. Noticing what's here. All of you is welcome. Maybe you invite attention into the lower legs. Noticing, what does it feel like where the muscles of the calves rest against the bones of the lower legs. Sensing and feeling the knees, the firmness of the outer knee and the softness of the inner knee. Inviting attention into the upper legs, the muscles softening onto the bones. Noticing what it feels like where the limbs of the legs connect to the floor of the torso. sensation unfolding from this region of the body, the raw data emerging. Inviting attention to rest in the lower chamber of the torso, sensing and feeling the hips deep inside, feeling the floor of the torso, feeling the skin of the belly and the skin of the lower back. Sensations unfolding as the inhale falls into the lungs and the exhale releases. Perhaps you notice sensations inside the lower torso. The movement of digestion or reproduction or elimination. You might invite attention into the middle chamber of the torso, sensing and feeling the movement of the rib cage as it expands outward towards the sides and softens back to the center again. Sensing the movement of the diaphragm as the body breathes itself. Nothing to do here. Receiving the breath, sensing and feeling the gentle movement of the rib cage, the middle chamber of the torso, as the body breathes itself. Inviting attention into the upper chamber of the torso, feeling the movement of the heart, the movement of the lungs, sensing the movement of the collarbone and the shoulder blades at the same time. Sensing the ceiling of the torso. And noticing what it feels like where the limbs of the arms connect to the ceiling of the torso. The raw data emerging before the mind reaches out with the words shoulders. What does this region of the body feel like? Sensation unfolding in the upper arms. Sensing the softness of the inner elbows and the firmness of the outer elbows. Sensation unfolding in the forearms and feeling the density of the wrists. Sensation unfolding in the palms and the backs of the hands. The fingers, sensing the tips of the fingers, and sensing the space between the fingers, sensing the left side of the right hand and the right side of the left hand. Feeling both hands, arms, and shoulders at the same time. Does one hand feel warmer than the other? Does one arm feel heavier than the other? Both hands, arms, and shoulders. Vibrant sensation. Sensation unfolding in the neck and the throat. Sensation behind the ears. Sensing the outer architecture of the ears with all of its curves and folds. Feeling the back of the head and the sides of the head, and sensing the crown of the head, the scalp. Sensations unfolding in the forehead. Noticing, what does it feel like where the skin of the forehead rests against the bones of the skull? Sensation unfolding in the eyebrows, temples, cheekbones. The entire skin of the face alive with sensation. Sensing the hinges of the jaw, the space between the back of the teeth. Sensations unfolding inside the mouth. What does it feel like where the tongue rests against the teeth and the gums? Sensation in the inner canals of the ears as the vibration of sound softens and settles into the canals. Sensation inside the nostrils, in between the eyes. Sensation unfolding behind the eyes, where the eyes soften into the sockets. Following sensation along the optic nerve deep inside the head. Sensing the left hemisphere of the brain and the right. Now sensing the whole body all at once from head to toe. Feeling the front side and the back side. Sensing the left side of the body and the right side. Sensations deep inside the body. Surface sensations. The whole body vibrantly alive with sensation. Noticing how sensation is unfolding within awareness. This part of you that's witnessing it all, that's feeling the sensation emerge. Changing sensation, revealing unchanging awareness. And perhaps you rest here, nourishing your inner resource of being and well-being. Or maybe following attention to sensations that are calling it forward. Or maybe there's a curiosity about what else is here. You might begin to invite attention to follow the movement of the breath. The air falling into the lungs on the inhale and softly releasing back to the world around on the exhale. Or maybe attention begins to follow the movement of emotion. Noticing where and how you feel these emotions as sensation in the body. Do they feel soft and subtle like a breeze? Or intense like a hurricane? Or maybe attention begins to follow the movement of thought, noticing what colors or images, memories, beliefs emerge. Again, noticing where and how you feel these thoughts in the body as sensation. Maybe you invite attention into a part of the body where you're feeling some discomfort or some pain, knowing that this is just an invitation, a moment to check in and see if now feels like the time to turn attention towards discomfort. And it might not be, and then letting attention rest wherever it's being called. And if it feels okay, we might turn towards this discomfort, noticing where in the body right now you're feeling the most discomfort, locating this discomfort or this pain in the body. What region of the body is it emerging from? And inviting attention slowly to come to that region of the body. Coming to the very center of this discomfort and noticing what sensations are here. Is it throbbing? Is it pulsing? Does it feel sharp and prickly, dense and heavy? Is it hot or cool? Not changing anything. A moment to be with this discomfort, with patience and kind attention, the way you might be with a young child or a beloved pet that's not feeling well or is hurting. Your presence with this discomfort here, exactly as it is. You might notice any images or colors or emotions or thoughts that are co-arising. All of you is welcome here. Sensing and feeling the very center of this discomfort. When it feels okay, moving from the center outwards, and notice where the outer edges of this discomfort are. How big is this sphere of discomfort in the body? And noticing, what do those outer edges feel like? Maybe it's a neutral feeling. Or maybe it's something else. Noticing as you move outward away from the center of discomfort, what sensations begin to shift, and where is this outer boundary of this discomfort located in the body? And when it feels okay, letting attention continue to move outward from the center, past the boundary, and noticing a neutral space around the boundary of the discomfort, where it feels neutral or okay. Maybe you don't feel anything at all in that region of the body. Noticing if any emotions or thoughts co-arise. Then letting attention wander to a place in the body where you feel at ease, supported, where it feels okay. Maybe it even feels comfortable. And noticing what that feels like as sensation, this region of the body that feels okay, it feels supported. And now feeling this region that feels okay and feeling the very center of the discomfort at the same time. Feeling these two regions of the body as sensation and noticing how this affects the body and the mind. If any thoughts or emotions emerge, all of you is welcome here. While you're feeling both of these regions, maybe you start to sense and feel the space between the regions as well. Noticing what arises when you sense and feel this whole experience at once. All of you is welcome here. And when it feels okay, letting go of effort, resting back into your inner resource of being and well-being. And perhaps you notice a movement spontaneously arising, a movement of contentment, or maybe gratitude, a feeling of joy, or a feeling of it's okay right now. Noticing how all of this movement is arising within awareness. Taking a moment to notice, what does being feel like? What does being awareness feel like? Resting back as awareness. Just this. Resting here as long as it feels supportive. And as we turn towards the end of our practice, as awareness, noticing the movement of thought, as awareness, noticing the movement of emotion, the movement of the breath, the movement of well-being, gratitude, love, and the movement of sensation. And as awareness, notice what being feels like, feeling it all at once. When it's time, moving into the rest of your day, taking all the time you need in whatever transition best supports you. Thank you